And good morning, people. Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII New Threat. You might notice that the death counter has gone up one. Yeah, this is a misrecord. This was taken after a misrecording, which I did have a death in. I'll say where I had my death when I get there. Unfortunately, that does mean that I sort of know what's coming up, and some of it is actually fairly silly. Well, a couple bits are. Maybe one. One thing I do need to do though, because I haven't done it yet, is actually reduce this. I've been saying I was going to do it for a while, but I just haven't. That should do. But we're going down into the caves of Cosmo Canyon to see what Bugenhagen has to show for to Nanaki, or Red, or whatever you want to call him. You do have the choice after all. The place down here isn't actually that bad. There are a few interesting encounters, but nothing too major. Nothing you should have too many worries about. Fire Veil, that does fire damage, would you believe? And this should be our first encounter, yeah. Hegs, which are pretty much snakes. They have a poison bite and a paralysis bite. So they're not really that strong. They can just stop you for a while. The Gi Champion, on the other hand, though, that is actually fairly strong. It's got some decent hit attacks, and it can put up magic barrier. So I believe it covers its own defense with defenses of being very weak against magic. Hegs have around about 1,000 health, something like that. Yeah, Halt Whip can paralyze your character. The Gi Champion looks like it's got a weapon for Tifa. It doesn't, unfortunately. It also has slow. I'm not really too worried about that. One thing I have done with Cloud is he's got added cut on steel, so basically every time I steal, he's doing an attack as well. And there's magic barrier. Deep breath. Poison, I believe. Oh, and it does. And stone. Okay, that's fine. This fight should be over by that time. Although, not if that happens. Are you prevented against sleep? You might be, Cloud, actually. But nothing too major with these. At least these enemies. Also allows me to hold on to Cloud's limit break for a couple of attacks. Another thing I actually need to do before I go ahead is gravity. Yeah, gravity off and transform on. Yeah, Using transform, Lagomorph. Phoenix down times 3, not too bad. And there's this rock, which activates an encounter. Hello, from the Red Stinger. I don't remember what this is, and I'm pretty sure I would remember an enemy saying hello. It is weak against fire and fire and ice. And I do believe it's weak against Lagomorph as well. Oh, not this one. The normal ones are. Cougar Gauge, okay. Yeah, weak against fire and ice. Which is unfortunate for that, because Red's got a skill that does both. Unfortunately, not a lot of damage. And you have a vampire fang. Not too bad. And you're down? Yeah. This thing does hit extremely hard. That's a bit of a worry. So I might be using a couple of Phoenix Downs in this fight. That evasion should help though. And you're down again. I should be getting Yuffie's limit break in a few turns, in a couple of fights, maybe this one. Because I think I'm reaching the threshold of Grease Lightning. I think you need to do it 8 times. This is most likely the most dangerous enemy here though. And I wish I was joking there. Let's just finish it off. It wasn't this one that I died to though. Technically I didn't actually die, but I'll get to the reason why I'm adding this as a death anyway. Okay, so Cloud, Yuffie, Red, all full health, excellent. Okay. And we do have the sneaky step at the back, which is going to be manipulated for death blow. Hopefully. Of course, if it just does that, that doesn't really help. The end area does affect everyone, so really trying to use magic again when the Gi champion is around isn't really that useful. Oh, thank you. You've actually done it for me. I do still want to manipulate you, though. And Yuffie's not wanting to sort of play ball with it. Okay, we'll just go through without it. The sneaky step does have a death attack. So we should be able to see that. And Cloud survived by the skin of his body. Lightning level up. Clear Tranquil devised. Excellent. Clear Tranquil is a 50% heal to the entire team. So it's not too bad. And that will open the way. I do want to go this way though, because there is an item I want. What do we have here? Actually this is exactly the same set of enemies I've had before in exactly the same order. And there you go, manipulating it. The fun thing about the manipulation is you can use Gi Grudge. Gi Grudge is a sort of gravity type spell, as far as I'm aware. It sort of well, how to put it? It ignores pretty much all barriers and deals a fair amount of damage. I think it's around about 25% gravity damage. So it's a bit surprising in its use. It's definitely more than what Yuffie can do, for the most part. Plus it is also magical, so I could use it on itself and wouldn't lose the manipulate. Case in point. Right there. Now it is unmanipulated because, well, I hit it. But I do want to pick this up, the magic counter materia, and I am going to equip it onto this. So I've got magic counter on fire at the moment. Let's not slip into the wall and continue on. Up here should be an ether. Yeah. And 5 of these. Sure. Let's just antipode them. Antipode actually does very well against these. And Earth level up, so that's Quake 2. Nice. The item down here should be a black megaphone. Yeah. So it's a weapon for Kate Sith. Don't know why I'm going into equip. Drains HP. So likely he hits things, he gets health back from it. Ah, 5 more of these. Okay, that's that one done. And now the different routes we can go. We're going through this way first because this leads to a chest, and then we'll go the correct way because that's pretty much all we can do, and I don't really want to deal with you. I do want to deal with you. How much is Lagomorph as a spell? 24? Plenty of MP. The reason... my normal way of actually defeating these before was casting mini on them. Of course that didn't stop their big nasty stink bomb, or sting bomb, whatever it was called. However, there's a new way of actually dealing with them in this. Yeah. Lagomorph puts him in frog and mini state, which means the most he can do is 1 damage. He literally cannot do any more than that. Sting Bomb no longer exists as a problem. So really, it's just kill them as they are. It does make the fight a little bit less exciting, but this is the NT mod. I am not going to take things lightly where I can find a easy solution. And we get a spider web. X potion. Okay, so let's use one of these ethers on red, just so I've got Logomorph available. And you guys, I do sort of have to fight because the Gee Spectre at the back is sort of new. It does do death sentence, it does just do a jab with its spear, that's about it, as from the old style. I'm not sure if it's got anything new this time. To be honest, I haven't seen anything interesting from it. I probably should be really manipulating the sneaky step, but oh well. It's sort of stopped at the moment, so let's just leave it. Okay, Hell Spear, that looked like a normal old attack, so... Gee Curse. Okay, that was definitely interesting. And you're dead. That Gee Curse didn't seem familiar. Oh well. Anyway, let's move on, get into some more spider fights. And, well, you know the drill. Logomorph wins. Typical time for a counter-attack, right when I was just about to morph it. Oh well. Anyways. Five more of these. And restore level up for Yuffie. Excellent. I could go and tent up, but let's save on that for the moment. And well, there we go. Took me long enough. So I want this item. Well, these three items, 3 ethers. And quick thing I want to do is just do that. And that, so I've got a antipode ready if I need it for 5 of those snakes. I sort of knew they were coming. It's the most common enemy type around. And everyone's paralysed, which isn't good. Okay, so we've got one more chest and we can go grab our tent. And 5 more of these. I thought magic counters didn't actually require MP to actually be cast. I suppose you need the MP in their amount, in their for them to actually do it, even though it doesn't cost anything. Or I might just be mistaken that it doesn't actually cost. Turbo ether, very nice thing to have. SP, there shouldn't be anyone, and there isn't. So let's move a tent and save. What we have up next is what I actually technically died to. Not because I actually died. Well, my characters. My computer did. My computer restarted for updates in the middle of me doing my recording, and well, I was in the middle of the boss fight. So essentially, I lost the recording, I lost the fight. So, but I did get wind of some of the mechanics of the boss. And it's really a damage race, of all things, as far as I could see. I'm not actually going to change my equipment, because this is exactly how I had it when I went in. Well, except the enemy skill now being on Yuffie. I think that can stay there though. So, what used to be Gin Natak? Usually, before, when in the original, the strategy was just to throw an elixir at it. That, I can say for sure, does not work. This is a white version. This is Gi Katan. They were really original and reversed the letters of the name. There's a couple of heavy lights as well as Gi Katan. Really, the best thing to do, ignore them. At the moment, I'm not even sure we can actually do anything with them. But they will heal the boss. 2800, weak against wind, holy, and occupy. They do occupy, they do go into this. I am actually going to attack them, I think. See if I can kill them. Because what they do is this. They cast Demi on the boss and heals it for half its health. It doesn't have a lot of health, the boss. It's only got around 9,800. It's not really a whole lot. But it is fairly significant. The skills the boss has is pretty much the same as well. 9,500, so it's not a whole lot. Drain, MP drain, a big attack that hits everything. It's not really that significant. And you're occupying. Okay. Now it's essentially, can I kill the boss in the time it takes for these to escape? Which is likely when my characters die. And I don't think I can. So what I'm going to do is most likely just speed things along a bit. Just letting them die, actually. That's essentially it. Except the one that was not occupied, because well, essentially, I can now do damage to this one. And if I kill these ones first, I should be able to beat the boss easily. So there goes one. Now all I need is Yuffie to die off, get the other one come out, kill that, and then I've got the boss all on its own, and I should fight that easily. And slash lance, excellent. That's actually what I picked up before. Let's make sure I don't lose to soft. Oh, you've come back out. You came back out before the actual thing ended. Okay. And you've occupied before... Okay. I'm not too worried about that. I can speed things along though, so let's have Yuffie die so I get out of death sentence mode. And I don't know why I'm stealing again. And reflect. That isn't good. Let's have you come back, please. And, well... Red as well. Please don't magic counter. Thank you. And you're down again. Okay, that's fine. That's more than fine. Well done, Red. You've just hurt yourself again. That's partly my fault though for, well, having magic counter on, but I really didn't get to the point where actually this was a thing. Reflect was a thing. Luckily though, Reflect actually stops that from doing any healing. Apart from that, so that could come in handy. Demi 2. No, it still did do some healing. That's unfortunate. Oh well. I sort of do need to get through this enemy though, at some point. I sort of wish I had Dispel. Do I have an item that does that? I do. Okay. Oh wow, that's so much more damage than I was expecting. So yeah, let's go with that. Red should be at his rekindle. Not sure what that did. It might have been trying to revive one of his lights, actually. this should be the end of the fight. As long as it doesn't do reflect between now and this. So, not a hard fight. It sort of gimps itself, really, by making them occupy, making his lights occupy the characters. Because when they're like that, he has very little ways of defending himself. You can kill the lights as well, so they're not... He's not really a tough boss. He's finicky. He does have Slow Numb and Doom available to him, as well as Drain, MP damage, and a few big attacks that hit everyone, but nothing too painful. And we get a time and space bomb. Before the time material was here, it got dropped from the boss. Now, not so much, because we've already got it. Surprisingly, nothing else actually drops. But I suppose they did that for a reason, so you didn't actually accidentally miss anything. We should. So, who are we going to take for this group? And everyone's pretty much caught up in levels again. Not sure why the game's doing that. I would assume it's so no one falls behind. Let's take those three. And I do need to sort out my material again. I think I've done that more than anything else in the actual game at the moment. Let's get out and talk to Nanaki, then I'll... Well, let's talk to Nanaki, then go out. And then between now and the next part, Fort Condor battle available. Okay, so do I have a bit of money? Can I actually go up to him? I sort of also need to check. Red can go up a rank. Okay. And I think I'm going to go the same Cosmo Warrior. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and oh, I just saved, didn't I? So that's fine. Is our gentleman up here again? He is. So this is one of the spaces where he is available to talk to if a Fort Condor battle is happening. Okay, I'll see you afterwards. Pretty much exactly the same as what we had before. But turbo ethers times 5? Most definitely appreciated. So far so good. All that's really necessary now is to continue on to Nibelheim. Where we're sort of expecting Vincent. Now the question is, do we get him the normal way, or do we do something that's similar to Yuffie? Interesting to find out. Until then, have a wonderful day, have lots of fun. Goodbye.